are warning the collapse of another American bank.
Inflation in the United States has hit 4-decade high. Lower-income households face the worst of the crisis.
In May, inflation hit 8.6%, the highest in 40 years.
Venezuela are now worth next to nothing due to the sky-high levels of inflation.
The year is 2024. The world is in the middle of an economic crisis. The once solid pillars of the economy are crumbling, leaving people struggling with uncertainty and concern for their financial well-being. GDP growth has been slowing for several quarters now. In the first quarter of 2023, GDP growth was just 0.3%. If GDP growth turns negative in the second quarter of 2023, it would meet the technical definition of a recession. The housing market has been cooling for several months now. Home sales have declined, and home prices have begun to plateau. A decline in the housing market can have a significant impact on the economy, as it can lead to job losses in the construction and real estate sectors. Declining consumer spending. Consumer spending accounts for about 2/3 of the U.S. economy. A decline in consumer spending can be a sign that a recession is coming. Consumer spending has been slowing in recent months, as consumers have been grappling with rising inflation and interest rates. Rising interest rates. The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates in an effort to combat inflation. Rising interest rates can make it more expensive for businesses to borrow money and invest. This can lead to slower economic growth and job losses. Key contributing factors. One key factor contributing to this crisis is the ballooning debt levels across nations. Governments, corporations, and individuals alike have been living on borrowed funds, accumulating debts that far surpass their ability to repay. The interconnectedness of the global financial system means that a default in one corner of the world can send shockwaves across continents, affecting even the most prudent of savers. Furthermore, the rise of automation and artificial intelligence has led to widespread job displacement. People witness the displacement of traditional jobs by machines, leaving many skilled workers struggling to find employment in an evolving job market. The ripple effects of this technological revolution are felt not only in blue-collar industries, but also in white-collar sectors where jobs once deemed secure are now at risk. Another critical factor intensifying the crisis is the environmental toll of relentless economic growth. The impact on people's lives. As inflation rears its head, the cost of living skyrockets, burdening people with the challenge of making ends meet. Essential commodities become luxuries, and the average person feels the squeeze as their purchasing power diminishes. The economic crisis becomes a personal struggle for many, a battle against the rising tide of expenses with income lagging far behind. International collaboration. International collaboration emerges as a beacon of hope. Nations must unite to tackle shared challenges, from debt restructuring to environmental conservation. A coordinated effort is needed to prevent a domino effect of economic collapses and to establish a foundation for sustainable global development. Government policies. Governments play a pivotal role in addressing the crisis at the national level. They must implement prudent fiscal policies, invest in infrastructure projects that create jobs, and provide a safety net for those affected by technological unemployment. People look to the government not as a distant entity, but as a lifeline in these trying times, hoping for policies that prioritize the well-being of the people. Responsible corporate practices. The private sector, too, bears a responsibility to contribute to the recovery. Corporations must embrace innovation responsibly, balancing technological advancement with social responsibility. Initiatives that prioritize job training and upskilling can help workers adapt to the changing job market, ensuring that technological progress benefits society at large. Environmental conservation. Environmental conservation emerges as a non-negotiable component of the recovery plan. Our protagonist witnesses the shift towards sustainable practices, from renewable energy adoption to eco-friendly manufacturing. A green economy becomes not just an idealistic vision, but a pragmatic necessity to ensure the long-term health of the planet and the economy. Individual empowerment. At the individual level, people grapple with the need for financial literacy. In an era of economic uncertainty, understanding personal finances becomes a survival skill. From budgeting to investing wisely, the average person must navigate the complexities of a changing financial landscape to secure their own economic well-being. The economic crisis of 2024, while daunting, presents an opportunity for transformation. People, once passive observers, become active participants in the journey.